to the beating heart of Australia, Melbourne. This city, guys, it's not just a place, it's a vibe. We're talking killer coffee, none of that instant nonsense, street art that'll blow your mind, and hidden laneways bursting with life. This ain't your average travel guide, all right? We're going deep, uncovering the local gems, the foodie hotspots, the experiences you won't find in those generic brochures. I'm talking about the real deal, the stuff that'll make your Instagram feed pop and your friends back home green with envy. We're talking about soaring above the city, getting lost in botanical gardens, and diving headfirst into markets that'll make your taste buds sing. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-timer, get ready to experience Melbourne like a true local. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get this Aussie adventure started. Melbourne, here we come, here. Alright guys, first up, we gotta kick off this Melbourne adventure with a bang. And how do we do that? By heading straight up, 285 meters to be precise, to the Eureka Sky Deck. This bad boy ain't just some observation deck, it's the highest point in the entire southern hemisphere. We're talking panoramic views that'll make your jaw drop. Now, I know what you're thinking, Casey. I've done observation decks before. But trust me, this is next level. Picture this, 360-degree views of Melbourne, the sprawling cityscape, the sparkling Yarra River, all the way out to the Dandenong Ranges. It's like the whole world just unfolds before your eyes. Talk about an Instagram-worthy moment. But here's the kicker, the real adrenaline rush. The Eureka Sky Deck has this thing called the Edge. It's a glass cube that juts out from the building, suspending you 300 meters in the air. Yeah, you heard that right. Glass floor, glass walls. Nothing but you and the city below. If your knees ain't shaking, you ain't human. Pro tip, head up just before sunset. You'll catch the city bathed in golden light. And as the sky transforms into a canvas of colors, you'll witness Melbourne's skyline light up like a scene from a movie. Trust me, it's pure magic. Alright, we've scaled skyscrapers, now it's time to reconnect with nature, Melbourne style. And there's no better place to do that than the Royal Botanic Gardens. This ain't your average park, folks. We're talking 8,500 different plant species, tranquil lakes, hidden pathways, and enough peace and quiet to soothe even the most chaotic soul. Picture this. You've just stepped off a long flight, you're jet-lagged, your body clock is all messed up. What do you need? A shot of espresso and a walk in the park. This is where the Royal Botanic Gardens comes in. It's like a breath of fresh air, right in the heart of the city. You can wander through lush fern gardens, chill by the ornamental lake, or just find a secluded spot under a giant tree and soak it all in. Now here's a pro tip from yours truly. Pack a picnic basket. Grab some fresh bread, cheese, maybe some of those amazing Aussie snacks you gotta try, and find yourself a secluded spot by the lake. It's the perfect way to recharge, escape the city buzz, and just enjoy the simple things. And hey, if you're lucky, you might even spot some local wildlife. We're talking kookaburras, black swans, maybe even a family of ducks waddling by. It's the perfect blend of nature and city life, and it's right here in the heart of Melbourne. Don't miss it. Alright, so you've scaled the heights of Eureka Sky Deck. You've strolled through the serenity of the Royal Botanic Gardens. Now get ready for the pulse of the city. This, my friends, is Federation Square, or Fed Square as the locals call it. This place is a melting pot, a whirlwind of energy, a visual feast. Think Times Square, but with a Melbourne twist. You've got street performers, art installations that'll make you question everything, and events popping off left, right, and center. Oh, and did I mention most of it's free? Yeah, free, like free beer on your birthday kind of free. Not really, but you get the point. Now, while you're here, you gotta check out ACMI, the Australian Centre for the Moving Image. This place is a playground for anyone who loves movies, TV, video games, you name it. They've got interactive exhibits that'll make you feel like you're inside the Matrix. Don't just take my word for it though. Get in there and experience it. Trust me, you could spend a whole day at Fed Square and still leave feeling like you've only scratched the surface. Grab a coffee, soak up the atmosphere, and you might even catch a free concert while you're at it. You never know what you're gonna find here, and that's the beauty of it. Okay folks, Buckle up because we're about to embark on an epic adventure. I'm talking about the Great Ocean Road, one of the most iconic drives on the planet. Think rugged coastline, dramatic cliffs, and views that'll blow your Instagram feed up. This is a non-negotiable, people, a must-do. Now you've got options here. You can rent a car and be your own captain, or you can hop on a tour bus and let someone else do the driving. Me? I'm all about that freedom, that wind in your hair, music blasting kind of road trip. But hey, to each their own. Either way, you're in for a treat. We're talking about witnessing the majestic 12 Apostles rising from the ocean, spotting koalas chilling in eucalyptus trees, and ending the day with a breathtaking sunset at Loch Barn Gorge. It's the kind of stuff that makes you want to quickly jog, buy a van, and roam the open road. But seriously, even if you only have a day to spare, make it this one. Pack your camera, grab some snacks, and get ready for an unforgettable experience. This is Australia at its finest, people. Alright, all my fellow foodies, this next spot is for you. Get ready to feast your senses at the Queen Victoria Market, or Queen Vic as us cool kids call it. This place is a sprawling labyrinth of fresh produce, artisan goods, and street food that'll make your taste buds sing. We're talking over 150 years of history here, people. This market has seen it all. And the best part? It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. The sights, the sounds, the smells. It's an experience that'll stay with you long after you leave. Now you can't come to Queen Vic and not try the legendary hot jam donuts. Trust me, they're worth the hype. But honestly, you can't go wrong with anything here. Whether you're after fresh seafood, gourmet cheeses, or some unique souvenirs, this place has got you covered. Pro tip, get there early, especially on the weekends, to beat the crowds and score the best deals. Oh, and come hungry. Like, really hungry. This is not the place to be on an empty stomach. Alright guys, if you're looking for a splurge-worthy experience in Melbourne, View de Monde is it. We're talking about a sky-high restaurant on the 55th floor of the Rialto building. Trust me, the views alone are worth the price tag, but the food? Oh man, the food is next level. We're talking modern Australian cuisine with a focus on native ingredients, you know, stuff you won't find just anywhere. Think kangaroo, emu, and crocodile. Don't worry, they also have amazing seafood and vegetarian options. And for dessert, you gotta try the chocolate souffle, it's legendary. Seriously, order it. Now, here's the catch. This place books up weeks, sometimes even months in advance. So, if you're planning a trip to Melbourne, do yourself a favor and make a reservation as soon as you book your flights. Trust me, it's worth the effort. View de Monde is one of those meals you'll be thinking about long after you leave. Oh, and one last tip, dress to impress. This place is all about that fancy ambiance. Alright, let's move on to the next spot. Okay guys, get this amazing Thai food hidden in a parking garage. Sounds crazy, right? But trust me on this one. Soi 38 is a Melbourne institution, and for good reason. This place is the definition of a hidden gem. We're talking authentic Thai street food that'll blow your mind. Their boat noodles are legendary rich, flavorful broth, perfectly cooked noodles, and just the right amount of spice. But honestly, you can't go wrong with anything on the menu. Oh, and if you're feeling adventurous, definitely try their DIY BBQ. They bring a little grill right to your table and you get to cook your own meat and veggies. The best part? Soi 38 is incredibly affordable. You can easily have a feast for under $20. Just be prepared to queue, this place gets packed, especially during peak hours. But hey, that's how you know it's good, right? So, next time you're in Melbourne, skip the fancy restaurants and head straight to Soi 38. You won't regret it. This is the real deal, people. Alright, let's switch gears a bit and talk about a Melbourne institution, Flower Drum. This place has been around since 1975, and it's still one of the most highly regarded restaurants in the city. Why? Because they know how to do things right. We're talking about classic Cantonese cuisine with a focus on quality ingredients and impeccable service. Their Peking duck is legendary, crispy skin, juicy meat, and those pancakes? Forget about it. But honestly, everything on the menu is incredible. And the best part, the service is top-notch. Now, Flower Drum is definitely on the pricier side, so save it for a special occasion. And trust me, it's worth every penny. The ambience is elegant, the service is impeccable, and the food? Well, the food is just on another level. Oh, and one last thing, dress sharp. Flower Drum is all about that old school glamour. Think suit and tie or a nice dress. Trust me, you'll want to look your best when you're dining at a place like this. Alright, listen up, because this next spot is for the real ones. The ones who appreciate a good deal, a flavor explosion, and aren't afraid to get their hands a little dirty. I'm talking about a One Bakery in Brunswick, a place that proves you don't need a Michelin star to serve up some seriously mind-blowing food. This place is a Melbourne institution, and for good reason. Their cheese pie? Forget about it. It's legendary. Imagine this. Flaky, buttery pastry, perfectly golden brown, filled with this gooey, cheesy, savory filling that's seasoned just right. And the best part? It's only $5. $5 for a flavor bomb that'll send your taste buds straight to heaven. Now, A1 is all about authentic Lebanese baking, so don't sleep on their other pastries either. From spinach triangles to meat pies, they've got something for everyone. Grab a bunch, find a park bench nearby, and soak in the Brunswick vibes. Trust me, this is one of those hidden gems that you'll be raving about long after you leave Melbourne. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Go check it out yourself. And while you're at it, grab an extra cheese pie for me, will ya? I'm suddenly craving one. Or three. Alright, so we've done the cheap eats, the hidden gems, the local favorites. Now it's time to step it up a notch. We're talking about Gimlet at Cavendish House, the brainchild of culinary genius Andrew McConnell. This place is the epitome of Melbourne cool. Think dark wood, plush velvet, low lighting, the clinking of glasses. It's the kind of place where you go to impress a date, celebrate a special occasion, or just treat yourself like the rock star you are. And the food? Don't even get me started. We're talking lobster, wagyu, oysters, caviar, all the good stuff. They've got this incredible way of taking classic dishes and elevating them to a whole other level. And their cocktails? Let's just say they know how to mix a mean dirty martini. Look, I'm all about keeping it real, and I know this place isn't exactly budget friendly. But trust me, Gimlet is an experience. It's about indulging in the finer things in life, soaking up the atmosphere, and enjoying a meal that's as delicious as it is visually stunning. And there you have it. 10 epic spots in Melbourne that'll have you saying, "G'day mate," to your new favorite city. From sky-high views to hidden alleyway eats, Melbourne's a vibe you won't forget. Smash that subscribe button if you're hyped to explore. Next stop, my med school vlog. Yeah, you heard that right. Back to the books for this guy. But hey, gotta chase those dreams, right? Drop a comment with your fave Melbourne spot. Let's crush those goals together.